Ever been hit with one of those sarcastic jabs that made you freeze? You know, nice of you to finally show up. Well, someone clearly didn't get the memo. Wow, that's one way to do it. It's like their words are wrapped in a smile, but dipped in poison. And by the time you think of the perfect reply, they're halfway across the room, and you're stuck replaying it in your head like a bad remix. But here's the thing. Those awkward moments, they're not confidence killers. They're confidence training grounds. And today, I'm going to show you how to turn sarcastic comments into power moves without getting defensive or awkward and walk away feeling even more in control than when you walked in. Stick around, because if sarcasm ever leaves you speechless, this is the conversation you won't want to miss. Before we go any further, let me give you a line you can steal right now for the next time someone throws shade in the form of a compliment. Here it is. Wow, that was a lot of words just to say you're having a bad day. Boom. Simple, calm, dignified, and just enough sting to remind them you're not an easy target. And hey, if that comeback made you smirk, go ahead and share this video with someone who's been dealing with one too many sarcastic coworkers, classmates, or cousins. You know the one. I'm Stephen Walters, and this is the Mindful Communication Revolution, where we don't just talk communication. We train it, we build it, we use it to grow actual confidence in the real world, especially when people try to throw us off our game. Let's get into it. Sarcasm works because it pretends to be a joke, but it's really a power play. It leaves you wondering, are they serious? Should I say something? Will I look petty if I do? And while you're mentally running through your options, they've already moved on, looking cool and clever while you're stuck blinking like Windows 98. But the truth is, sarcasm is often just low-effort dominance. It's like passive-aggressive junk food, cheap, easy, and emotionally hollow. Freezing when someone hits you with a snarky tone doesn't mean you're weak. It means your brain is trying to figure out, wait, are we in a fight right now? Or are we just doing improv comedy? And that little hesitation is exactly why this is a confidence-building opportunity. Because instead of reacting with panic or silence, you get to pause, breathe, and choose how you want to respond. And that's where your voice starts getting stronger. Here's 3 calm comebacks you can use the next time someone gets snarky. Strategy number 1, deflect with curiosity. Here's the sarcastic jab. Well, that was brilliant. Your move. Oh, what part stood out to you? You just flip the script and force them to explain themselves. Confidence 1, sarcasm 0. Here's strategy number 2. Reframe the intent. Here's his sarcastic jab. You really thought that was a good idea. Here's your move. Sounds like you see it differently. Want to share your take? Now you're making them own their criticism. Most people won't, and if they do, you just turn sarcasm into actual feedback. A bonus win. Here's strategy number 3. Call it gently. Here's the sarcastic jab. Wow, somebody's in a mood today. Here's your move. Sarcasm noted. Want to try that again with less spice? This lets you acknowledge the tone without blowing it up. You've kept your control, you've kept your cool, and you've made it clear you're not here for verbal dodgeball. By the way, I've put together a free download guide with 10 calm, clever comebacks just like these, plus a few lines to avoid, because sometimes you might accidentally be the sarcastic one. It happens, right? You can grab that in the description below after this video. Let me tell you a quick story about a former student. She was quiet, she had great ideas, but she hated confrontation. Anytime someone used sarcasm to shut her down, she'd just laugh awkwardly and then go silent. We worked on a few simple calm replies for her. She didn't need to be funny, she didn't need to win, she just needed to hold her space. And just 2 weeks later, she came up to me and told me, I didn't shut down this time, I answered, and they backed off. And when you say what she said, that's the moment your voice starts working for you, not against you. So the next time someone hits you with a smug little zinger, remember this, you don't have to match their tone. You don't have to win the argument. You just need to respond on purpose. Because every time you do, you're not just handling sarcasm. You're building your confidence, one conversation at a time. Before you go, drop a fire emoji in the comments if you've ever had to deal with someone who thought sarcasm was a personality trait, and let us know which comeback you're going to try first. And now that you've got the tools for tough conversations, Watch this next to learn more ways to deal with sarcasm and difficult people. Remember, the right words at the right time can change everything. Thanks for being part of the Mindful Communication Revolution. I'll see you online soon.